in this video you will not see in a proper way because the condition is poor at a network. But I'll show here some of the important point. Like here you will, if you see this now, you will see the heat exchanger features. The hook frame and pressure plate is having different construction, and hooks are appeared here. Plate you can visualize here now. Actual plate you can visualize here. Plate is having omega port, clip grid gasket, and distribution area is a curve flow where we can see the bottom of the portion is a reverse way, so that entire liquid will flow in the plate like this. You can see now this liquid, but okay, once I start, I think the visibility is less. Here you can find the clip grip gasket and shift gasket groove, so that you can get a more area for heat transfer. These are the features in a new generation heat exchanger. Here you can find the plates are locking each other, and you will get self alignment of the plate, and gasket sealing will be very effective. Now you can see the other area where heat exchangers are used as a evaporator, and in the industry, large saline tube heat exchanger evaporator is replaced by plate type evaporator. In a caustic soda plant, you must have seen caustic evaporators are used like this. In other industry, other chemical industry, they are using for their product to evaporate and get the concentrated product. For example, sugar plant, they are now they have not started using this heat exchanger to concentrate sugar juice. Also, dairy plant also they have started this kind of evaporator for pre-stage milk concentration, and then these kind of uses are there in drug, pharma, and chemical industry. You can see the difference here is around total system is only 4 meter against 12 meter height of the saline tube heat exchanger, but actually heat exchanger is only 2.5 meter. Here you can see how it works. Now you can see this in a statistical condition, so that you can see little bit clear how it works. These are the heat exchanger, what we have seen as a condenser and evaporator. If you have these heat exchangers in your plant or similar system, you can just, our recommendation is that these units are to be protected from pressure spike. More than design pressure should not go. Walls should be, wall may not close completely if pump is running at full speed. That also we have to take care. Pump shall be controlled by pressure transmitter. After CIP during startup, pressure will be very fluctuating and high because heat exchanger is clean and empty, and the pump will ramp the liquid rapidly in the heat exchanger and creating water hammer inside the heat exchanger. It may crack the plate, and after cracking plate, people are complaining that yes, material is having some problem, and all the blame is going, or investigation is going toward metallurgy and chemical composition of liquid and everywhere. But actual reason is CIP and startup point, where smooth startup and smooth closing is very much essential. So that's why we recommend to have pressure transmitter that should control the pump. Booster pump is to be placed behind the unit. Walls may not close completely as pump is running at a high full speed. Back flashing wall shall open and close smoothly. These are all recommendations. During maintenance, you must be following similar things. But if it is missing somewhere, you can discuss with the local team, and if required, you can write mail to us so that we can reply. These are the major component of the heat exchanger. You will find here in another slide. Top carrying bar is hanging all the plates and pressure plate. Frame plate is front plate is called frame plate, having pipeline connection. In intermediate plates are there either stainless steel or SMO 254 or titanium or HLIC. These are the plate called plate packs. And the tightening bolt and pressure plate is shown here in a picture. You can visualize this and avoid mistake while you are ordering material. End plate doesn't mean the pressure plate. Pressure plate is of MS, and frame plate is also or MS or EN9 material. But here inside the plates are having different material, titanium or HLI or stainless steel most of the time. Last plate of stainless steel plate called end plate. But people are, while giving inquiry, say that we required end plate, and actual requirement is a pressure plate. We should learn this terminology of main component, and when you are discussing with a technical team or service engineer or sales engineer, you can give the correct information to get the right material in your plant. Here you will find a difference in a plates, like one is a single plate, another is a semi-welded plate. Here main area is a first blue plate is a single channel plate having inlet outlet port, then media to next plate channel, distribution area and main heat transfer area, gasket group. In other picture you will find two plates, the same plate, but two plates are welded by laser welding together, and one side there is a gasket. In this picture you can see the clearly red zone which is under welded condition, cannot be accessible for cleaning and visibility, because these channels are welded by laser welding together. But you can access white zone, clear zone which is gasketed, where generally cooling tower water or DM water is cooling hot media and aggressive media. This is the construction of cassette, and these cassettes are available in a pair condition only, not a single plate, but it is in a cassette form. You must have seen the angle in between plate. There is a low angle called low theta and high angle is called high theta. Why these two angles are there? Because we are making two channels. Like if we mix two low theta plate, the channel will be L channel, and if we mix low theta and a high theta plate to make a channel, it called mixed theta channel, M channel. And if we use both the high theta plate, this channel is called high theta. We choose between L, M and H channel because a given situation by customer like you, or your process requirement is such that you have available very low pressure drop, then we can use a low channel. If you have a very high delta T or high heat transfer efficiency is required, then we use a high H channel, and medium channel is for normal duties. Here you will find L channel is having flow pattern like a right side blue color coil, you can see it is easy flow in a L channel. Medium channel it is little bit coarse, but in H channel it is very coarse. That's why you can find high efficiency in a H channel, low efficiency heat transfer efficiency in a L channel, but low pressure drop in a L channel and high pressure drop in a H channel. This high wall shear stress is created in H channel. These plates are good for fouling duty, but in a low pressure drop, clean liquid and low pressure drop requirement, L channels are better. We are optimizing this design by mixing the M channels in the heat exchanger. That's why some of the heat exchangers are having low and high theta plate mixed together. Here you can find two plates are touching each other. It is like an X-ray view. You can find there are a supporting point. Two plates are touching each other, 2000 point per square meter. That high it is touching, and that's why even 0.5 millimeter plate can take a load 20 bar per centimeter square, and there's no bulging, there's no deformation in a plate. Flow dynamic is like corkscrew flow, and creating a very high turbulence and high efficiency. I'll try to show you this in some other slide. This is the shear shear stress versus fouling rate. If your shear stress is low, then fouling rate will be very high. But that we cannot just keep very high shear stress value also, because it will create a pressure drop, and we cannot afford pressure drop across the heat exchanger. To optimize, or we can say it is a rule of thumb, try to keep the shear force 50 Pascal, so that you can get a minimum fouling and a minimum pressure drop in the heat exchanger. And our generally heat exchangers are designed above 50 Pascal, except very special case we are going down to even 10 Pascal. You can see the gasket terminology here. Gasket is a pentagonal in a shape, and rooftop gasket. It is a homogenized rubber gasket made from one piece. It is not a join in pieces and then vulcanized, because gasket need a very high sealing force. We are buying gasket somewhere, and we find that gasket life is very low. The reason is gasket quality or gasket rubber material is not proper. If it is from certified supplier and special material with a proper shape, definitely the gasket life will be around 3 years in a chemical plant. Supporting and protecting protective gasket groove is also very important. If we tighten the heat exchanger more than what it is required, we are losing gasket groove shape, and gasket, even new gasket, will not fit groove in a proper way, and it will not long last. Rooftop gasket is having another advantage, that roofs will give the more sealing force when we are pressing it. We are using 2-compound gasket groove to cure for gasketing, and gasket will not come out unless it is breaking. Some of the gaskets are glue-free gasket. We can say it is a clip-on gasket or snap-on gasket. Those gasket can be put as it is without any glue, but those gasket cannot stick by glue because design is little bit different, and we do not recommend to use clip-on gasket for by gluing. This is the actual shape you can see here in a gasket. This top profile conical shape or rooftop shape, if it is a press against next plate, you will find the red arrows are creating more force, and that will give the more sealing force because of the design of the profile of the gasket. And the point is, rooftop point is at center. Gasket and plate will remain at the center. It will not shift outside the plate back. Once these gaskets are flat, the plate will go zigzag, and entire sealing force will collapse. You can see this video where the gaskets, how the fitting and shape is creating sealing force. Can you see this now? Means it is better to see, right? Because how this gasket actually giving pressure, and center line you can see it is more force, and plate is trying to adjust in the center. Gasket sealing life is depend on the what product we are using, and product containing gasket material. Mainly gasket material, earlier also I told that gasket material should be from certified supplier. It is not only NBR, it is not only EPDM, it is not only Viton. Those gasket material is having plenty of variety. If it is a nitrile rubber, there are 200 types of nitrile rubber in the market. Even pressure cooker ring is having nitrile rubber, but the same time our home tap water we are using rubber only, that is also nitrile rubber. But both the rubber, even within the house we can see pressure cooker ring is different than the water tap ring. Here we are using very expensive chemicals and very expensive liquid for heat transfer in the heat, within the heat exchanger, and losing those liquids just because cost of the gasket, it is not economical. Gasket material has to be certified and has to be from the proper shape original OEM material. Fastening of the gasket by glue or glue free, that is also depend for sealing life. Type of glue what we are using. Type of glue in an emergency, people are using Fevicol. People are using SR998 kind of Fevicol material, and then this material will not only deteriorate the gasket, but it will eat away plates also because of chloride content inside the glue. And most of the time behind the gasket groove you will find pinholes where no chemical is going, but only glue is going there. This kind of damages of the plate will create very high impact on the maintenance cost. Please use genuine gasket cement where chlorides are not there. Gasket groove also is one of the part for sealing of the life. Alignment of the plate bag, I earlier told, in a gasket self alignment is there. We can utilize the proper design gasket. In a duty condition, if operating pressure, operating temperature is not as per design, it will create a problem for sealing. Media, when we are using media, water or any chemical, the aggressive media for gasket and plate, while cleaning we are using some different chemical than that chemical, it will create a problem for the gasket and plate. It will create a pinhole in a plate or gasket may damage. It will be sealing again lifetime. Type of application, if it is a continuous or cyclic, in small pharma plant you will find the heat exchanger is running for 1 day or 2 day or 8 hours, but in a large process industry the heat exchangers are working for 6 months, 8 months. This kind of cyclic or continuous application will create a lifestyle time effect. Cleaning method and chemical, what we have already discussed. Opening frequency is also important. We recommend do not open the heat exchanger unless it is very much essential. Discuss with Alfa Laval service engineer or technical team and take advice whether to open the heat exchanger, because opening of the one heat exchanger will cost you at least 15% cost of the heat exchanger during cleaning, maintenance, manpower and material, and downtime is extra. Here you can see the important graph and how the lifetime is essential to see. During transportation, you will find certain gasket compression ratio is there. During operation, it increase because of hot liquid, and then when stop in a cold condition, it will go down again. This elasticity give over a period of 2-3 years. The time will come that liquid in hot condition will not leak the heat exchanger. But when you stop the heat exchanger, liquid start falling on the floor. And when in a cold condition you take a hydro-test, you will find heat exchanger is leaking. But that same heat exchanger, leaking heat exchanger, when you take in operation, it will not leak. This is the time you have to replace the gasket. Here you can see the optimization of the gasket and plate life. You can backwash the heat exchanger. Here you can see backwashing is happening in these two slides. One is a forward flow and another is a reverse flow. For that, 4 walls are required, piping is required. You can run that piping in a such a way that you will get debris back to system without opening heat exchanger. Here in a sulfuric acid plant, you can reverse the plate by 180 degree so that port will be changed from acid to water and water to acid. You will save port for another half of the life of the plate. Whiten glue is very much important when you are using normal glue. The glue will leak. Glue will leak and lower absorption of acid will come out. Swelling of the gasket, if you are using the proper glue, low swelling of the gasket will happen and glue will hold the gasket. Otherwise, normal glue will be eaten away by acid and gasket will swell. Even gasket life is there. We cannot use this gasket because the gasket is elongated. Here you can see the example when proper glue is not used, what will happen, that gasket as well as plate will go damaged, because once concentrated acid come out, because of outside moisture and water content, it will become a low concentrated acid and it is more corrosive than concentrated acid, and that oxidation will eat away even plates. We have already seen the cassettes. Here is a construction how the cassettes are working. Two plates are welded together and hot liquid is going inside the welded channel and cold liquid is going to the gasketed channel. Now we come to the important part in the maintenance strategy. Earlier days, people were reactive. When the plant is totally shut off or equipment is totally standstill because of damage or a major leakage, then only people were reacting for the services. But now time has changed and most of the people are doing preventive maintenance, plant service, and that is a calendar based and time service. Like every 6 months they have shut down, every year they have shut down, every 2 years they have shut down. But now time has come, there is no shutdown. We have to predict the maintenance time on condition base. If conditions demand that time, you have to do the maintenance. It is not a plant shutdown time. It is a plant cannot shut down for 7 years, 8 years. Like Reliance. Reliance is having shutdown every 4 years today. They are not stopping plant at all. And they are doing the maintenance on the condition base. These are the specific maintenance plan what we can discuss. How to all the PHE or all the heat exchanger cannot be having strategic plate bag or standby unit. Then how to sort it out? We have to see the cost of downtime. We have to see the risk of downtime. And then we have to segregate those heat exchanger, like where production loss is and consequential loss damages are more. We have to keep this heat exchanger in cost of the downtime in yellow zone. And risk of downtime, we can see the high temperature, high pressure, corrosiveness and erosion and fatigue and fouling. Those heat exchanger can be risk of downtime. You can put it in a yellow zone. And out of this yellow zone heat exchanger, if you do not have standby unit, select those are very important unit and keep it in a red zone. They must be having standby unit. Otherwise, in a yellow zone area, you should have the plate bag in hand so that in emergency you can replace all the plates immediately and your plant will be up all the time on. But low risk area you will find in the green zone, like water to water heat exchanger, steam to water heat exchanger. Those are low risk area where we recommend only 20% gasket enough for a maintenance. Alfa Laval is offering thermal services for gasketed heat exchanger. You can see here performance audit, present heat exchanger performance in working condition. We are putting flow meter on the heat exchanger pipeline, ultrasonic flow meter, and temperature prop on the all 4 pipeline. We are taking exact performance of the heat exchanger during operation. We are comparing that performance with a design temperature and flow, and then we generate a report that heat exchanger is running 60%, 70%, 80% or 90%. If it is going very lower than 80%, then we recommend to have CIP or cleaning or on-site cleaning by opening heat exchanger. The similar way, condition audit is also offered by Alfa Laval. We are having thermal imaging camera. We are showing that thermal camera reports in the next slide. Thermal camera is put on the heat exchanger, and during working we can see the clogging of the heat exchanger or malfunctioning of the heat exchanger without opening heat exchanger and in a on condition. Gasket life prediction, we have gasket life prediction tool and plate groove deformation tool. These services also we can offer during condition audit. One or two plates are from that heat exchangers are already taken during maintenance. We can check those plates, or if heat exchanger is in open condition, we can check the gasket life, remaining gasket life and groove deformation, and advise what services this heat exchanger need. Reconditioning, like at Alfa Laval Service Center, we offer entire reconditioning, including groove repair and pinhole, cracks, identification and removal of those plates. Upgradation, we offer redesign and change of the MOC. For example, if you have SS316 plate having corrosion problem all the time, we will analyze the chemical liquid what you are using for heat transfer. Based on that, we suggest the right material of plate and we replace those plates in under upgradation. Redesigning, like when heat exchanger is supplied 5 year, 10 year back, and today's condition may be different. Your production condition may be different. Like you have a more production capacity, low production capacity, different production capacity. Then you can utilize old heat exchanger with current situation, like revised flow rate and revised temperature. Alfa Laval performance audit will decrease the energy consumption, increase production uptime, prolong plate heat exchanger lifetime, and secure production rate. This is what we are taking readings, and in our system we are putting those readings to analyze where is the heat exchanger. It's like this much kilowatt today heat transfer is being done, and X is a design value. Then that factor will give the percentage of the efficiency of heat exchanger. If it is lower than 80%, it is going in a red zone, and we spot that date, and we recommend that after 3 months or after 6 months, this heat exchanger need cleaning by cleaning in place unit. Cleaning at a right time, not early, not very late. Because this is very important, means like if people can do every year cleaning, it is not required. Sometimes it may required after 2 years, and sometimes it may required every 6 months. That optimization can be done by this AlphaCheck performance audit. This is what happening in a workflow. You can see this, we collect the data and measurement with our equipment help, and your heat exchanger in working condition, analyze the collected data and give the report to you. This report will look like this: right side information with the serial number, what kind of grouping is there in the heat exchanger, what is the length, actual number of plates, and then it is compared with the design originally heat exchanger. And then we are suggesting what is the percentage of efficiency presently heat exchanger is and what to do further. This is a cleaning method. Like one is a backflashing, we have seen in earlier slides. Mechanical cleaning at our site, we are opening heat exchanger and cleaning. Immersion cleaning at service center, we are keeping all the plates inside the tank, immersed in the tank with the various chemicals suitable for plate as well as gasket. We clean those plates completely as good as new. Repair those plates and send it back to you. circulation of chemical by CIP unit. CIP is a cleaning in a place. You don't have to open the heat exchanger, just connect the pipeline to the inlet and outlet port, and from outlet to inlet you circulate the chemicals so that efficiently heat exchanger will clean without opening. In a condition audit, you can get the mechanical condition, need of repair, remaining gasket life prediction, maintenance plan, strategic spare part, and cleaning services from these reports. This is the analysis flow rate, means what earlier shows. We analyze the customer data. It is not only heat exchanger data. How many heat exchangers are there? Which heat exchanger is critical? And what that heat exchanger needs services. After that, whether that heat exchanger is in operation or not in operation. And then we deliver the condition audit. Take a feedback from finding of our expert technical team, and then we are suggesting the action, and that action is further performed by our team and your team. All brand condition audit also is possible because all the equipments are not alpha level in all plants. We are servicing almost all OEM heat exchanger. This is a one-stop solution because we have a 30-year experience and 3 service centers across the India, and we have knowledge on 400 different GPHE models. We can definitely serve better all brand heat exchanger also. Possibly combination with services at site or at service center, sometime cleaning, sometime performance audit, sometime condition audit, sometime thermal camera also can be used for investigation. During this condition audit, we are checking both general plate deformation condition, gasket conditions, spare part inventory, gasket lifetime prediction, fouling evaluation. Suppose some samples are there, we take it out and suggest different chemical to use for cleaning. These are the 3 tool package where we see the remaining gasket lifetime, hardness of the gasket, then depth of the gasket, then deformation of the groove, and A length. This all combination will give the result how much remaining gasket life is there. This plate groove deformation is repaired at our service center. You will notice this plate deformation at site also. But if it is less than 20%, we allow this gas deformation to use. But if it is more than 25%, then we say that it is to be sent to service center for repair. Now you can see this thermal camera. Here you will find the thermal camera image and normal image of the heat exchanger. Here normal image you cannot find anything from outside, but in a thermal camera image you will find hot spot as well as cold spot in the heat exchanger. Sometimes based on the analysis we can find out some area doesn't have liquid, some area is having liquid. This is a maldistribution because of clogging, scaling, and that can be seen from outside. You can demand these services from any of our source like sales channel, distributor, or in your area, whomsoever is contacting you for alpha level spare part or services. You can contact them. Earlier slide I have shown you the team. Again I will show you the team after some time. You can contact your local engineers or local sales guy to give the solution or thermal services and performance audit. These are some of the more photos of thermal camera. You can see the actual plate heat exchanger and thermal images so that you can understand how thermal camera is important to assess condition of the heat exchanger from outside. Reconditioning at alpha level service center will restore the plate to original thermal condition. Identify crack and pinhole which is not possible at site unless we do the DP testing of full clean plate. Ensure perfect sealing of the gasket, removal of old glue, replacement of approved well-tested gaskets and glue. ensured certified chemical and correct reconditioning procedure. Alfa Laval equipment upgrade will increase the plant safety, reduce downtime, increase equipment lifetime, and increase product reliability. Alfa Laval is having 360 service folio. 360 means when we are giving equipment, since beginning we are with you, like pre-commissioning inspection, then commissioning, then reconditioning, repair, it is in maintenance, and service tool, proper service tool, cleaning services, chemicals, what we are supplying as a cleaning chemical, spare part. Then support for troubleshooting, technical documentation, improvement of equipment like redesigning, replacement, retrofit, equipment upgrade. And then throughout the lifetime we are there, and if you need this condition audit and offline or online and performance audit, we are there to help you out to look at the heat exchanger, whether it is working full efficiency or half efficiency. Maintenance team and our team, we are together, and we can discuss across table. We can chalk out the plan for your heat exchanger, and then our aim is to reduce the cost, not sell the space. Because today's world, if you're spending money, you should earn money from the spending. And if you take the Alfa Laval as your partner, then your variable cost today may be 6%. Some of the fixed cost is already there on equipment, maybe 5 to 7%. And today, if you are spending 10 to 12% of the total cost, the aim should be cost will be around 6% up 6% to 3% within 3 years, and 2% after 5 years. Alfa Laval is there with solution. You can avail this facility by contacting any of our representative available in your area. Service offering is not customer cost, but it is a customer benefit and peace of mind. We are offering these services: performance audit, condition audit, reconditioning, and upgrade. Which service would you like to offer us? Contact our area sales team, or my email ID and mobile number is also here. If nobody is available, I can divert this mail or information to right person. You can write to me also. Now we will turn to question answer session, and in chat box, if you want, put any question or unmute mic and ask the question, and I'll keep the slide open for your contact in your area. This is what people are there across the India, and it's like if you are from north side, east side, south side, middle of the India, west side of the India, you can find your contact and email ID, phone number, note it down. And if you have any question, Devendra, can you unmute mic of the people who are there?
Hi Sunil, they've already been given the access to unmute them, sir.
Okay, but because time is already means we have started late, and
we have more 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay. If anybody is having question right now, if it is not right now, you can write any time to any person, including me, in a mail also. No issue. We will come and contact to you to have a optimization of the equipment. Anybody from our team is having question for their customers? Naveen, do you have anybody in mind? Any
No, I think
questions?
we should give the opportunity to whosoever want to come up with their questions.
Yeah, okay, that opportunity is already open, but no mic is on.
Sir, we have a question over here.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
By Kandar Soni, the question. Check it out in the chat function, sir.
Chat. Have you put the question in the chat? No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Devendra, can you help to see the question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On your panel on the right,
Yeah.
you have a panel. In that you see audience view and everything. At the end of it, there's a chat function.
But there is no question. Can you see any question there? I cannot see any question here.
Wait a minute, sir. Naveen, can you see the questions?
I can't see it right now. Yes, there is a question. What are the main performance parameters of PHE and what are the main performance parameter of the PHE? This is one question I can see.
Naveen, can you repeat the question because I could not see that.
What are the
main performance
of PHE? By Shubha Banerjee.
What is the main performance of the heat exchanger, isn't it?
Performance parameter of heat exchanger.
Performance parameter, okay. Yeah, performance parameter is a liquid flow rate and temperature difference are the main parameter for the heat exchanger. And this two multiplication, like a difference of the temperature called delta T and flow rate is called mass. The heat transfer is equal to delta T into mass. That is the thumb rule for water. But if you are using other chemical, then we have to add the specific heat of the liquid so that you can get the heat transfer. And these are the main parameter for the heat exchanger. Other part of question, can you spell out, Naveen or Devendra?
There is someone who is unmuted. They can ask the question.
Hello.
Hello, yeah?
Sir, I can ask a question.
Yeah, please.
How to improve efficiency of heat exchanger in a working condition, sir?
Working condition. Yeah. First part of question is how to improve heat exchanger efficiency. Heat exchanger is to be kept in a clean condition and as per the design parameter. That will leads to high efficiency of the heat exchanger. But to guess what efficiency heat exchanger is working today, you have to calculate the heat load taken away by heat exchanger. Like earlier somebody asked question, what are the important parameter? Is a flow and temperature difference. If multiplication of that gives a one figure and as per design that figure doesn't match, then you can see the efficiency is low of heat exchanger. Then you can contact for improvement of the efficiency. You can ask the second part of question.
Sir, but right now the heat exchanger. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Heat exchanger condition is good, well, but the joint other equipment in joint other equipment in heat exchanger, but its condition is not good.
You are from which plant? You are representing from which plant?
I think network issue, sir. I didn't catch your voice. I didn't catch your voice, sir.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking from where you are talking. You are talking from which location? Hello, can you hear me? Naveen, can you ask question from where he is? Because I think my voice is not going.
Sir, can you tell us
Your
where
voice
are
is
you
audible.
from?
Sunil Kule, your voice is audible. Just whosoever whosoever is coming up with a question, can they please introduce themselves and which organization they are working from, so that we can relate our proposal or suggestion with respect to the application.
You can put it in chat box also, and we can discuss in person.
Sir, we have another question.
Yeah, tell me.
How is clip-on gasket different from normal glue gasket? MOCs and thickness are the same. If MOCs and thickness are the same.
MOC of gasket and thickness of the gasket is same. And the question is?
How clip-on gasket is different from normal glued gasket?
Both the gaskets are having different properties. Like one is a clip-on gasket, sometimes is better for higher temperature, and sometimes it is not better for higher pressure. That's why glued gaskets are used. Glued gasket is having lower temperature capacity. Sometimes if it is a clip-on gasket is working for 110 degree, glued gasket may work up to 100 degree. I think you understand.
It was by Santosh Kelani. He left actually this thing conversation. On which basis? Just a moment, sir. So the next question we have is, we are keen to grow gasket and plate business, saying optimization of performance of the existing PHE to customers and how to convince them. Kandar Soni.
This question again, can you repeat, because it's a little bit of sound is breaking.
Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Kandar Soni is asking, we are keen to gasket and plate business, saying optimization of performance of the existing PHE. But how do we convince them?
Convincing them, if it is they don't have a problem, they will not convince. Optimization is a thing that when the heat exchanger is working with a lower efficiency, then if we improve the efficiency, that is convincing. Like if heat exchanger is working at 60% capacity, and if because of our services or our offering, heat exchanger is having improvement of 20%, definitely customer is getting convinced on our services.
I hope, Kandar, that answered your question. Next we have a question by Gajendra Singh, who has left the conversation, but however I'll read out his question. Sir, please provide brief on compo block type and HE also. I think we can answer him mail so that which will be easier.
Yeah, whenever we plan the compo block session, we will inform you. Devendra, please note this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have done that. Next we have, sir, a question from Nikhil Khadse. Why Omega port? What is the advantage of this?
Omega port, I have already showed you the advantage. You can see here. Once again, I will tell you. Omega port, you can see this slide. Can you see this slide? Or shall I wait for one minute?
Yeah, sir.
Now you must have seen this slide. Yeah. Enhance media flow and thermal efficiency. This port is having more opening than circular port in a given area, and this enhance the media flow and thermal efficiency. This is the answer of your question.
Okay, great. So I hope, Nikhil sir, your question is answered. If not, then you can unmute yourself and ask questions to us if you want more clarification. We have another question from Nayan Patel asking how to clean PHE online if 35 to 40% acid insoluble debris are there.
We have to use a specific chemical circulation system like a CIP, what earlier I was showing in a chemical cleaning in place. That circulation of chemical in the heat exchanger will help, and we have a different chemical. Alfa Laval is giving this chemical. You can share the mail with your process detail and what kind of fouling you are finding inside the heat exchanger, so that we can advise chemical for this cleaning purpose.
Great. I hope the question is answered. Could we mix up both? There's a question from Jyoti Ranjan Pradhan. The question is, could we mix up both circular and omega port?
No, these plates are only one type. We cannot mix omega and circular port.
Great. So there's one last question by Mehul Rathod. How to improve efficiency of heat exchanger in working conditions?
Yeah, in working condition, timely cleaning of the heat exchanger is very much essential, because thickness of the plate, when the heat exchanger is designed, thickness of the plate is 0.5 millimeter, but over a period, because of scaling, heat exchanger plate thickness is going up to 1 millimeter also because of scale, and that time heat transfer efficiency is going down. So that during operation, you should ensure timely cleaning of the heat exchanger by cleaning in place. That is what performance audit we have already shown to you. During performance audit, if heat exchanger is going less than 80%, heat exchanger efficiency will go drastically down, and you have to manage cleaning. Your question is well taken. You can contact Alfa Laval team for having performance audit of your heat exchanger, and we can definitely suggest you the planning of the cleaning. Yeah, Devendra, is there any question? Hello, Devendra, is there any question? I think GPHE means a gasketed PHE. If somebody is asking this question, GPHE is a gasketed plate type heat exchanger.
Sir, there are no questions.
Yeah.
So I think we can summarize the session and conclude it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, all the team and customers and technical team, maintenance team. You are taking interest. You can send mails to us for your requirement. Thank you very much.